Welcome to Champions Battlefield. I'm your host, Trevor Carroll. With us is my broadcast partner, Jamey-Lyn. In studio today, we have current amateur women's champion and making her pro debut at BFL 54, Jamey-Lyn Horth. Welcome, Jamie.
Hi. How's it
Jamie,
going?
you have dismantled all your opponents using your range and keeping it on the feet. We know you have defensive wrestling. You're pretty good at keeping it on the feet. How's your jits? Who's your jits coach?
Well, I have a couple jiu-jitsu coaches. We are affiliated with Checkmat Vancouver, so under that, I'm belted by Adam Ryan. Tristan teaches us up in Squamish.
Nice.
Mike Nasu, one of our instructors at the Sound, and then I train with Cole Smith and Gwyn Berry, a bunch of other top guys that are in the circuit as well. So I have got quite a few good teammates and coaches involved.
Nice. In your division, when you look at the UFC or Invicta, the records are all around 5-0, around there.
Yeah, 3-2.
Yeah. Do you think 2-3 more fights? You see yourself up there?
I mean, yeah, that's kind of the goal, and I've been, I do a lot of research. I'm looking at stuff, and I'm like, some of these girls are like 4-1 and like 3-2 and 5-4, so it's not like that's a really far off thing.
Yeah, you're pretty close.
2-3 fights a year. I mean, in the next 2 years, some things could change.
So it's very realistic for you. You
Yeah.
can see that happen quickly.
Totally.
Awesome. You come from a soccer background, am I right?
Yeah.
Tell us a little bit about that first, how it started and everything, and then tell me if that plays an important factor in your fight game and how so.
So I started playing soccer when I was 5 years old. I've played soccer
Wow.
every year since I was 5. I played in my hometown. I started playing rep soccer. Then as I got older, I moved down to West Vancouver to play. I used to make the commute to Vancouver to Squamish all the time, and I played there for 5 years. I graduated there. I did 4 years of university soccer. I've traveled to Germany, Holland, and France on traveling teams.
Wow, pretty high level.
Yeah,
Nice.
played a lot of soccer. That was
Nice.
all soccer.
Nice. Does it work into your fight game? Do you feel like you have an advantage because
I feel like it does totally. I play so much soccer and I'm just used to crowds. I'm used to the being high competitive. Soccer seasons, especially in university, are so short. So you win, you lose 2 games, you're not placing, you're out. So I just feel like I have that mentality that I always have to work hard. My conditioning's great. I've got power in my legs. I've got that sort of game sense mentality all the time.
what about footwork and changing
yeah.
angles and
I run the ladder drills at the gym for the most part. Yeah.
girls probably think that you're doing circles around them when you're
In the ring.
yeah.
Yeah, I've had a few my past opponents call me cardio bunny and stuff. So I mean, whatever. If that, sure, that's one of my 1-ups, I guess, and that's great.
It's a good
Nice.
reputation to have.
Yeah.
Besides training, what's a typical day look like for you when you're not, in the working and sweating?
Well, when I'm not working sweating, I'm sweating. I wake up in the morning and my life consists of my dogs. I have a partner who has 2 younger children, so they are involved in our lives. I work full-time. I work Monday to Friday, 9 to 5. When I'm not working, I'm either teaching classes or I'm in the gym training and walking my dogs and food.
You just mentioned your partner. Your boyfriend happens to be your head coach as well.
Yeah.
There's a lot of examples of that sort of partnership in the fight game that are very successful. Why do you think that's a formula that works?
I think it goes either way. You really have to have that understanding that, when you're in the gym, it's like you're there to train. I might tell you, hey, bug off. You know what I mean? In nicer words. But at the end of the day, you leave it all there on the mats and you go home and you have your normal life, right?
Yeah.
But I think it works because you just have a different connection. You're you kind of hold each other to a different level and a different standard. So I'm not favored by all means, but I am, expected to.
The accountability is a
always.
lot higher.
Yeah, because I have to go home with him. I can't be like, hey, this guy is such a
Can't
jerk.
dodge him.
I can't. I got to just do it.
We were sitting around talking as we do about fights with Trevor and Jay was like, one of the reasons that Squamish is so successful, the Sound is so successful is because Casey sits there and watches footage on everybody
God.
all the time.
I would know. I mean, I'm making dinner and I look over and he's on his phone and it's like, all right, what are you doing? We're just looking at fight stuff. I'm like, okay, see you in an hour. So
Do you think he really looks at the opponent's games and he
oh
pulls
man,
it apart? And
he's got a binder, and it's like my name, Gwen's name, Cole's name, and whoever's fighting at the time, and it's just like facts and like what's gonna happen, what we're doing, who did that girl fight, who did that guy fight, and it's like he's in school for fighting, and he works full time, and he has a gym too, you know, so he's very, very into it.
well, it's awesome to have that kind of support as you're coming up, right?
Yeah.
We at BFL we try to provide a lot of support and promotional kind of things for our athletes. If you've noticed, we've upped it a little bit with like fight hype and
Yeah,
stuff
yeah.
like that. Do you think that's too much, or do you think that actually helps the fighters get more visibility?
I do like it. I'm not the type of person to, you know, go around and badmouth, or, you know, I'm not that type of person to be like, I'm gonna smash you, you know, you're an idiot. But like I like
Damon
that.
and Janelle.
Oh
like
man, I like that stuff. Like I like seeing it from afar. I don't comment or play into it, but you know, like it's comical, and it does
entertaining.
It does, and like
yeah.
if people come to the fights and they are like, who are these two guys? Oh no, those are those two guys that were going at it. You know, like it does. I think it's beneficial for sure, especially for you guys. You know, it gets you guys seen, but then these guys make a name for themselves too. It's kind of part of it.
Nice. Outside of your sort of Squamish Sound immediate family, who's your favorite BFL fighter?
I gotta say, I don't even know now. That's a tricky question. I'd say, you know.
You can't say Cole.
Yeah, no. Oh, yeah, that's who it is. Gio. I seen him fight 'cause he fought on 50.
Yeah. Yeah, he was on the same card.
Yeah,
as you,
he had that knockout, right?
Yeah.
Man, he hits hard. He's trained with us a little bit too. You know, he's a great guy, and like he's good. He's a good attribute to the team for sure. Once in a while when he comes up, but like man, that kid hits hard. He's exciting, right? He comes out that fight with him and Paul Cowie.
Yeah, it was crazy,
exciting.
Crazy fight.
Very exciting.
Crazy fight. We just found out you're going pro.
Yeah.
Tell us how you feel about that.
Well, you know, it's kind of just like been like this for me. Like, you know, my background is with sports, but I kind of got into martial arts like a little bit late to the game.
Mm-hmm.
And, you know, I started a few kickboxing tournaments, a few jiu-jitsu tournaments. You know, I just got my blue belt, and I was like so excited. And then it's like I got this fight, and then I got this fight against Shauna Ram, and I was like, okay, you know, I kind of see where I fit in here. And then it's like either it's now or never, you know, why not go pro? Why not just try it out?
So you're excited.
I'm excited.
Awesome.
I'm excited. I'm excited to be a part of the Battlefield, you know, the league, and get out there and just show people what I have to offer.
We're excited to have you as a part of the family, as one of our champs. Thank you so much for coming out today. We really appreciate having you.
Yeah, thanks for having me.